So it's been about 4 years since I started on this wild journey, and over that time I've acquired a few Ironheart shirts. So in this video I'm going to go through every single one of the Ironheart shirts I own, and there's one surprising one that I'm going to get rid of. Before I get into it, guys, it really helped me out if you hit the subscribe button. A whopping 77% of you people that watch my videos have not subscribed to the channel. So if you just hit that little red button, it really helped me get more content like this to you guys in the future. Right, so we know Ironheart shirts are not cheap. So this is supposed to be a one-stop shop video on some of the ones that I have, give you an idea of what I like about them, what I dislike about them, and if you should ultimately purchase them. Right, so first and foremost, my measurements, I'm usually 80 kilograms, which is 176 pounds, but I've been quite ill recently. I've had COVID, you can probably still hear it. So at the time of filming this and any of the B-roll, you see me wearing these shirts, I'm around 167 pounds. I'm 6 foot high. I am also roughly a 42 inch chest. All of these shirts are a large, Ironheart large. Everything for me is Ironheart large. So if anyone's asking in the comments, Ironheart large, 42 inch chest, works every time. Right, so no particular order. As I said, I'm just going to rapid fire through these things. I've got individual videos for all of these bar one. So I'm going to put the links down below to those individual videos and you can go and see them more in depth. But this is rapid fire, go through every single one. No particular order. First up is my Ironheart Kersey work shirt. This is IHSH 288 IND, so 288 Indigo. Now this is a 14-ounce Kersey work shirt. It did come out in a Western. It's come out in various different colors as well, but the Indigo that fades is the best. I have worn it quite a bit. It's starting to, like, I'm getting elbow fades and all that kind of thing. Rapid fire kind of points on this, right? If I had my time again, I would definitely buy the Western. At the time I didn't really feel like Westerns, but I would definitely buy the Westerns. I have moved away from the work shirts. I just don't like them anymore. One of the reasons is the buttons on the work shirts always, for me, just don't really work. They're really flimsy, hard to do up. The one on this one has fallen off. I've lost it somewhere. I barely use it for like the button, for like putting stuff in here, so I don't know why that fell off. Quality issue, I don't know. But you know, this is a 14-ounce shirt. It is deceivingly warm, so it's a really great shirt to wear just by itself, one of those really chilly days. It's just been washed, so it's a bit stiff, but this softens up really lovely after you've had a lot of washes. A lot of wears, sorry, and it's really complementary to your shape. It drapes really well, cut is lovely, even though it's a work shirt. So I mean, this is just based on the work shirt. I'd love to see what the Western is. So yeah, again, if I had my time, I would definitely buy the Western on this. It's a beautiful shirt either way, which one you get, so you can't go wrong with this. I think this is a staple in any wardrobe. I'll probably say that about a lot of these, but this one is a staple. You have to have it. Right, next up is my newest one. I only got this the other week. This is IHSH 33T. So this is a classic in the scene. It is just a standard 12-ounce denim shirt. This is the IHSH 33T, with T stands for tonal, so the stitching is all the same color as the fabric. You can get this in the regular one, which most people go for anyway, which has like the yellow stitching. It's one of the kind of traditional denim shirts, right? So after a while, many years, once it's faded, it just looks like a nice worn-in denim shirt. This is a project for me. I'm just gonna wear over the years and see how it comes out. One thing I've noticed so far wearing this, it's super thin. I expected it to be a lot thicker. Obviously, there's no kind of like brushing or anything like that. But it's awesome. It's so comfortable. It's one of the most comfortable shirts out of all this. I love wearing this shirt, and I think it's going to be amazing over the years. I think I love the tonal stitching and also the black snaps as well. It just gives it that kind of stealthy look, under the radar look. You can wear it with anything. You can even wear it with denim jeans as well. It goes really well. So I'm loving this shirt at the minute. The cut is perfect. The sleeves are just they're not long like usual you get on Ironheart shirts. They're really just perfect for me. And you know, that's a bugbear of mine, is the sleeve lengths on a lot of Ironheart shirts. So yeah, this one, IHSH 33T, also in the 33. It's a Western, and it's a beautiful shirt. Right, so next up is another one that I've had only for a couple of months, This is IHSH 295BB. The BB stands for black. So this is totally dyed. It's sulfur dyed. warp, sulfur rope dyed warp, and a sulfur dipped weft. So it's going to fade to gray over time. I liked this one because there are a few other black ones that they have that don't really fade. This one being the one that is just all dyed, so it's going to fade over time. Absolutely loving it. It's 14 ounces and you can feel it. It's a heavy shirt. There's nothing much else to say about it. It's typical normal Western cut, so it's kind of trim in the body as well. Sleeves are kind of shorter than normally, so they don't go too long on me, and it's just a beautiful all-round shirt. I think over time, I haven't had a black shirt that's gonna fade, so I was really looking forward to getting this one, and I have been wearing this. I haven't been babying it. It's probably a little bit dirty in some places. You have that chain stitched runoff as well. I have done a video on this one, so I'll put that in the links down below. But again, a solid beefy shirt. If you wanted something that's a stiff construction that's gonna take a bit of a beating and take a while to wear in, this is the one for you. And fade to gray, I'm really looking forward to seeing how that progresses over time. Right, so next up is another one of my favorites. I've had this for quite a while, probably like a year, 2 years. This is a military Serge Western. This is the IHSH 235 GRY, so gray. Most people get this in the olive drab. This is the one you pretty much see everyone having the olive drab. I got it in the gray just to be different. What I would say, it's my my first and only ever military Serge Western, and man, this fabric is a tough beast of a fabric. It took me better part of 6 months wearing this to actually enjoy it. Straight up, it was a tough one. It was really stiff, tight underneath my armpits, and this is a large as well. And yeah, it was just not really pleasant to wear. At the end of the day, I was sore under the armpits. I was just uncomfortable. But honestly, I put in the effort with this one, and it's come good. It's stretched a bit. It feels lovely on me. It's still a hefty, cardboardy shirt straight off the wash, but after you've worn it for a few times, it's a solid beast. It is dyed as well, so it does fade. I think with the gray, it's a bit less to notice than the olive drab, but it does fade, and there is some kind of like fade starting to happen in the arm creases as well, which I kind of love. It's very subtle. But it's a great shirt. I chose gray. Gray goes well for me with my white t-shirts, where I wear white t-shirts, and also when I'm wearing blue denim as well. So I think a military Serge Western is definitely something to consider to have in your wardrobe. It's a go anywhere, beat the shit out of shirt. It is just a absolute hefty beast. So really enjoy this one. I'm glad I've got it in my wardrobe as well, and it's definitely one you should look at. Right, let's change it up, something a bit different, and you probably thought I wouldn't have gone for. This is a raised whipcord shirt. It's a 9-ounce olive drab raised whipcord. This is IHSH 330 ODB for olive drab, and it is a very funky shirt. I don't know what it is about. What drew me to it was the texture. Looking to it in the photos, it looked a bit like textury. And it feels like almost like velvet. It's a weird feeling shirt. It's very fuzzy and velvety and soft. So I really took the plunge on this one because it was something different. The cut is very generous. It's very nice. It fits perfectly. Really short arms for me. It does fade, and you can start to see on the edges it's starting to fade. And I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or bad thing later on down the track with this kind of fabric. It might look a bit ratty-tatty. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I actually really am comfortable wearing this shirt. I don't wear it nearly as much as I should. But with a white t-shirt, it's got some really cool orange tone stitching, which is really cool as well. I quite like. So I like that with a white t-shirt. Goes really well. It's 9 ounces, not too heavy. It's not something you'd wear in the winter months, but something just to throw on, spring, in the fall, whatever. And it's a really nice shirt. I have no problems with it, no issues with it, and there's nothing I can say that's bad about it. Just that I don't wear it enough. Right, let's move along to some heavy hitters, and straight off the bat, UHF. You would think I've got some more UHFs over the years. I've only got 2. You'd think I have more, but this was the first UHF I bought. This is the IHSH 299 PUR for purple, and I think it came out in a 301 or 300 for the Western. My mistake, obviously I bought it back in the day when I liked work shirts, so it is a work shirt. I wish I bought it in the Western. Doesn't fade, it's not dyed or anything like that, so it's just straight, the classic check in the purple. When I bought this, my first UHF, I didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling of it. I felt like the double brushed Aspero cotton on the inside, the 12-ounce Aspero cotton on the inside, I felt like that was really scratchy. It really annoyed me, and I thought, what have I done? So this stayed in my wardrobe for many months, maybe like a year. Really just got put to the side compared to all these other shirts. I'm not even going to lie to you. And only recently, this year, 2024, I bought this out and started wearing it. I was amazed how soft it was. I couldn't understand why, and it's because it's been washed a few times. You know, when you buy these, they've got the thing on the inside. Mostly, it's not fading. This doesn't fade, so they say you only wash when you need to, so on and so forth. So I tend to just naturally just only wear them a few times, and they don't get dirty, and I don't wash them. So it stayed really stiff and scratchy for a long time. But it's only after I washed it few times it softens up absolutely beautifully. So I now wear this quite a bit around the house when it's really cold. It's a beautiful shirt. Again, goes great with a white t-shirt underneath. I've done a video on it. I'll put it down below. You can have a look. But yeah, UHFs, you can't go wrong with any UHF from Ironheart. There's so many out there. You just got to pick make sure you get the size right, obviously, but also you just got to pick if you want a Western or a work shirt. And everyone's different, but I think now if I was buying some UHFs, I'd be definitely going Western just because of the fit. The cut is so much better. But you know, and I don't like these buttons, you know, ultra heavy flannel with a flimsy, tiny, really thin button just doesn't sit right with me. There's thicker buttons out there in the world, you know. I think it would just do a lot better if they had buttons that kind of matched the heavy grade of the actual fabric. That's my only quirk with the work shirts and these tiny little buttons. But anyway, great shirt. UHFs can't go wrong in general. Right, this is the fave. This is the absolute beast, the weapon, the one I love, the one I almost never bought. This is the IHSH 332 SAX, which is the 20th anniversary Western ultra heavy flannel. You pretty much can't buy it anymore. Some people still find them on eBay. You can probably still find these on eBay. If you have the ability to get one of these, I would, without a shadow of a doubt, I would buy one. They are amazing. This is the best shirt I have of any of these, just for many reasons. One, I don't know what they've done, and I don't know if you're like me and when you like a big, heavy, ultra heavy flannel, you want to feel cozy and I like that worn-in feeling as well. The fabric, what they've done with this fabric, it looks like, when I got it, and I said it on my original video, it looks like it's been worn in many times by someone. It's a hand-me-down. This sounds really weird, but it sounds like, you know, it feels like it's a hand-me-down from, you know, your big brother or something, and it's been in the family for a while. It's just so cozy and so worn in, ready to go, so comfortable. It's just amazing. Obviously, you've got the ultra heavy flannel, you know, cut and feel that we know and love. It is 12 ounces originally, but they overdyed this one, so it went to 14 ounces. So it feels a little bit heftier. It does fade, so because it's overdyed, it's going to fade over time, just softly, like, you know, really, you know, gradually. And I didn't want to buy this because I thought the colors were way too out there. It wasn't very me, although I did have the purple. And I just took the plunge, and I'm so glad I did it. I wear it all the time. I wear it out. I wear it with a white shirt. I'm done. It just looks so good. Over time, this blue is just going to fade. I think it may have even already faded a little bit and taken the punch out of the colors. And it's just something that's going to be with me forever, honestly. So any kind of special edition you can get from Ironheart when they do something like this, just go for it. I am so happy that I got this. And yeah, if you have the opportunity to get one, without a shadow of a doubt, best shirt you can get. Right, so that leads me to the last one, and I said there's one that's got to go, and it's this one. This is one of the first shirts I bought from Ironheart, I think. This is the IHSH 277 IND. So this is a indigo dyed flannel, 9 ounces, so it's like a summer flannel. And it's in a work shirt, obviously. Cam bought the work shirts early on. So it's got the buttons that I don't like. It's got the boxier cut that looks okay on a heavier shirt, but on a 9 ounce flannel, it just doesn't, for me, just doesn't go. I do like the pattern. Well, that's a lie. I don't like the pattern. It's it just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me in the summer. I'd rather just wear a heavier flannel that looks a bit different and still works. And because of the 9 ounces, it's a bit flimsy all over the place and flowy in the summer when you're wearing it. And I just haven't gelled with it. I just couldn't really wear it. I've worn it a handful of times, and you'd probably say it's almost brand new. So I'm looking to probably get rid of this. I'll probably sell it or something. And yeah, it's disappointing because they're not a cheap shirt, and I thought I really liked it originally, but I feel like these lighter weight flannels from Ironheart are, for me, are kind of filler shirts. They're kind of like a distraction from the big boys, you know what I mean? So they came out with this one. They had a yellow one as well, and I know everyone's different, and people, you know, work in these and use them for better things than I do, other than fashion, you know. So I know that people do like these and you have a proper use for them, but for me, it just doesn't work. So yeah, it's gonna go, and I'm not gonna be buying a summer flannel again. I just don't wear them in summer. Look, if you've seen my videos, in summer I wear t-shirts and I wear shorts, and that's pretty much it. I run hot, and I don't wear much over the top unless like it's a chill at night, and it's not going to be this. It's going to be like a heavier one because it's probably in the UK and it's colder than this warrants. So yeah, that is it. Right, that's it guys, real quick fire. Just wanted to remind you, the whole idea of doing this stuff is kind of help you guys when you're going to go and buy stuff. I know some of these stuff you can't really buy anymore, the older ones. But the whole idea of these videos is to give you an idea of how things feel and how I feel about them in the real world, not some vanity, you know, write-up review, etc., and help you make an informed purchase. They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. So I want everyone to kind of have all the information at hand before they go and like spend their hard-earned cash. So yeah, that was real quick fire, rapid fire on the shirts that I have. I hope you enjoyed that. I'd like to know what you think. Drop a comment down below if you disagree or you agree with some of my comments. Always love to hear from you. Try to get back to as many comments as possible. I know there's a few people in the comments that have a go at me for not replying, but yeah, it's tough. There's so many comments. I try as best as I can. So if you did enjoy that, drop a comment down below. Guys, if you're new and you just stumbled across this video, I do this kind of stuff all the time. Hit the subscribe button because it helps me to do stuff like this in the future, like these roundups. So like hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out. With all that being said, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.